what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today I wanted to do something more chatty and fun, and really it's just kind of, you know, just a random video where we get to hang out for a little bit and just talk about makeup, and that's literally why we're here, is just to spend some time talking about makeup and just hanging out. So this video has been circulating for a little bit. I've seen a few content creators doing this video, and I will link them down below, but the one that I got the inspiration from, it was really fun to watch, was Emily Noel do hers. But like I said, I know a bunch of other creators have done them, so I'll link some of them down below that I watched also. It was kind of hard to do mine. I am over budget by $7.94. But I'm like, you know what? I can come up with the $7. If somebody gave me $1,000 to play with, I can come up with the $7.94. So first thing I have on my list is the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Foundation. This here retails for $68. I wanted to pick this one up because I did get a tester from it. Loved the tester, and I just never went back and got it. I tried it on like right before COVID. I was going to buy it in Vegas, and Vegas is like in March, like the second week in March is when we went. And that's when COVID starting and everything started shutting down. So I wasn't like ever able to go to Sephora while I was out there because we were just freaking out about even being close to people because we were there for a convention. So I never ended up doing a Sephora haul. The other thing I really wanted to pick up was the Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Scalp Scrub Shampoo. This is actually one that was recommended from a couple of you guys, where we talked about my Sephora updates on things that I had purchased from a Sephora haul, and I had tried out the one from Drunk Elephant, and I'm not like super excited about it. I'll use it because I bought it, but it's definitely one where I'm like, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. But some of you guys said that you guys really like the Briogeo one, so that's why I have it in here. And this is kind of one that I'm thinking that after I get done with my one from Drunk Elephant, I'm definitely gonna get it. So another one that I actually saw on Instagram, had no idea they had this. If you guys have this, I need to know what you guys think about this highlighter. But it's the Bare Minerals Endless Glow Highlighter. And the one that I have, I think it's like the champagne one in my cart. They've got champagne, like a whimsical color, and then they got a bronze one. And it looks phenomenal. Like they did a promo picture on their Instagram, and I was like, what is that? And this one actually only retails for $29. So this is something that I'm going to probably purchase a lot sooner than expected because I am living for this. So now we get a little bit more bougie, and the next thing I would pick up would be the Natasha Denona Biba All Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. So I only have one other Natasha Denona palette, and then I have a mini, and I have the tropical one, not the tropical one, but I have the Safari one. It's an all matte palette. I love it. It's amazing. I use it all the time, and I love her matte formula. Sorry, my allergies are really bad, so you might see me doing this a lot, and I apologize if you do.
Where's the kid? Oh, hi. I just been out in the pool.
He's pretending he's Spider-Man. So then we have the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. I can't believe I've never seen it, and it won the Allure 2019 Best Award, and it's their Backstage Contour Palette. This retails for $45, and I saw this and I was like, this is like everything I could imagine. It's got like a cool tone, a lighter one, a very light one, which I feel like I could use to like blend out the darker ones. And then even the darker one I really like too, because I was like, oh, I could probably use that as like, you know, a shadow or something to give a little bit more depth. And it's just, it looks beautiful. So this is actually one that I really have my eyes on, and I really want to get. I had to pick a Pat McGrath Labs palette. I was like going through all of them, and I was like, which palette would I want? I did have the new one, the Divine 2 one, and this one, but I decided to give up on the Divine 2 one because I was like, I don't like it as much as I like this one. It's the Mothership 2 eyeshadow palette in Sublime. There is something that is speaking to me in these like more cooler toned, like deep, rich tones. And there is something about that gold and that green that is driving me bonkers. So if I had to pick out any palette from Pat McGrath, this would probably be the palette that I would go with. Next thing I have in here is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. Now I have a couple of things. I have like a kind of a tiff with this powder because I watch a lot of content creators and a lot of them love this powder. Here's my problem with this powder. There's only 3 shades. Why didn't anybody ever say anything about the shade selection in here? There's only 3 shades, you guys. It's like light, light, dark. And their dark is like a tan. And I'm like, what the hell? So that's why it's in my fantasy basket, because I literally would have $1,000 to blow on whatever, and I would use this for underneath my eyes. But I am not spending $45 for something that I can only use underneath my eyes. So that's why it's in my fantasy basket. Comments that I got from you guys was that the number 7 powder, like the Lift or something powder, is supposed to be a dupe for this. So that is one I'm actually on the hunt to try and find and pick out. The next thing I have in my basket is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Feather Night Protective Primer. This is something I also really kind of want to try. I really like the balm version that she has, and I thought that maybe the primer version would be very similar. I want to feel it because for some reason I feel like it almost would be very similar to the same consistency as the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. That's just like where I get the idea that it could be. And it's $52, which I will say is pretty pricey, but it's Tatcha. And also the Mineral Veil from Hourglass is really pricey, but you only need a little bit and it will last you a very long time. I have 3 perfumes in here because perfume is kind of where I'm back at it again with the perfumes. The first one I have is the Chance Eau de Toilette. I don't know how you say that, but it's the Chance one. This one retails for $85. I believe this is their original one. This is something that I had when I was dating Jeremy, and every time I smell it, I think of us dating. So that is why I wanted to pick it up again. How long have I had that dark spot? I think that's that black shadow from my eyeshadow look. So if you guys are wondering about my makeup, it's actually from my throwback tutorial, so I'll link it at the very end. But I loved the way that this look came out. The next thing I have in here for perfume is the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62. So this is supposed to be very similar to their Boom Boom Cream smell, like the scent from the Boom Boom Cream. This is actually one that I did get a sample from when I ordered my other 2 products from Sol de Janeiro. They sent me a sample of this perfume and it legit smells like the Boom Boom Cream. So all those reviews on Sephora that was like, it doesn't smell like it. I'm like, no, it smells exactly like it. But I still like the Body Crush too, so which is more their spray. So if you guys are needing more of like an affordable option, you could definitely go with the Body Crush and it would be the exact same. I do have the Christopher Robin. This is the Purifying Scalp Scrub with Sea Salt. I do have the mini one in here because I believe the full size one is like $50 some. It's like really expensive. So I put the mini in here because I know a couple of you guys told me that they had a mini option in here as well. So that's what's in my cart. And then I have the original Miss Dior perfume, and this one here retails for $105. This one's very expensive. It's always been expensive, I know that, but this is actually the perfume I wore on my wedding day and my honeymoon. So this is a perfume that means very much to me. It's very sentimental. I have the Pat McGrath lip pencil. I have the shade Buff in here, which isn't very expensive. This one actually retails for $28. I guess it's kind of expensive, but it's not, because I think the MAC lip liners are like 20 bucks. Huda Beauty's lip liners are like 20 some dollars. So I feel like this is actually pretty inexpensive in my opinion for a Pat McGrath lip liner. And then I have the Pat McGrath minis. I have the Mini Lust Trio in Sunset Seduction for $25. And I've heard to try out his like little mini size because you can get a really good like deal on them, and also you get a couple different shades to choose from. I have 2 products left. Both of them are from Lawless. The first one I have is new. It's their Lawless blush, and it's their Make Me Blush talc-free velvet blush, and I picked out the shade Indian Summer. I was looking at the swatches on Trendmood, and of all of them I thought that Indian Summer would be like the one that I would probably use the most because it's got more of that like deep mauve tone blush, and those are really what drive me to want to buy blushes. And then I also have her Lawless Summer Skin Velvet Matte Bronzer in Golden Hour. This is another one I really want to try. I do have I did have 2 liquid lipsticks from Lawless, and I really didn't care for them. I did not like the formula. They didn't work well on my lips. They just kind of were like drying. So I stopped using that, but I've heard that a lot of her other products, like her, I think she has like foundation, her eyeshadow palettes are really good. So I kind of want to dive into some other products from her line. Oh, and her lipsticks is another one. I didn't put that in my Sephora cart, but that is something that I also do want to try. I do feel like I would probably purchase these all in little increments. because there's a lot of things in here that are just things that I've always wanted to try or have been wanting to try. And I feel like in increments I would buy them. I obviously would not spend $1,000 on a Sephora order unless I had endless amount of money to blow. But it's kind of just fun doing this, right? And then you just move everything to your gloves and just kind of, you know, shuffle through them. So anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys had fun with me. Let me know down below like some products that are your must-haves that you would love, like bougie items that you would love to try out from Sephora if you had like an endless budget. So I love you guys. If you guys are new to my channel, I hope you guys will hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It does help out my channel a lot. And here are some new videos, including this eye look is right in here if you guys want to check it out. So I will see you guys all later, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.